Hello, friends, and welcome to the Hourglass. Welcome back to my day ones. I see you guys. All right, so we're gonna do a read, an energetic read on whatever connection that you're attached to or you're involved in. This could be the infamous twin flame journey, karmic soulmates, or this is just an experience. It's not that serious. You take it how it resonates. Again, if it doesn't fit, don't try to make it fit, you guys. Don't try to do that, all right? This is just to bring you some insights, some ideas, and some beautiful inspiration. Don't take it personal, you guys. One life, right? All right. So let's see. What is your person up to? What are they going through since this harvest moon, aka full moon in Pisces? So Pisces is all about, like I explained in my first video today. All my videos are timeless, by the way. Pisces energy is very imaginative. Oh my God. They have like this idealistic view of love. Piscean people could be very creative as well. They bring a different outlook to life. Oh my God. So the shadow aspect is that if they don't have enough reassurance or support within them in their lives, they tend to suppress these beautiful fantasies or dreams or visions, and that's not always a good thing. All right, some of these ideas and dreams could be very innovative and inventive, and because of the lack of support and reassurance from important people in their lives, they tend to trash it. All right. And I'm saying this to say it's time for us as a collective to stop putting so much stock on other people's opinions or strong idea of us. It's time to break free, not to just show off or be showy, but it's time to show yourself that what you dream or what you imagine is for a reason, and you have the powers within to make it possible. Whether you could make it happen in an hour, a month, a week, a year, 10 years, the point is that you never gave up on your dreams, on your visions, on your imagination, on that fire within, on that child within. You get what I'm talking about? Hello, holla if you hear me. Okay, so let's see. What is this person, your person, my viewer's person, going through right now, being with this full moon? All right. So the full moon in Pisces, it brought your person a ray or a scale of emotions. So your person may be going through all the emotions on the emotional scale right now. They could be very expressive, whether they're very artistic, or they dance, or they sing, or they promote, or they just have a creative way of expressing themselves. I do feel like they're looking for a balance here. I do feel like their intuition has been prompting them. So it's like maybe they're not ignoring their intuition as much as they used to. Maybe they went through some things in the recent past that exposed them for not listening to their intuition. So they may have went into a bind or a setback that taught them the importance of listening to your feelings, really taking into consideration what you're feeling. This person in the past may not have been a very feely person. They may have been a very logical person. And now I see him with this full moon in Pisces, the harvest moon, is teaching them the importance of your emotions, of your feelings, how important they are to navigate your way through life. All right. So they may be at a point where they're letting go of a lot of outdated beliefs or beliefs that did not serve them. All right. This person could be in a very dark space. They could be very confused at the moment, not knowing how to really put in words what's going on with them. So they may be very silent. Now, if you have a very close connection with this person, that saying that goes, those that really care about you could hear you even in silence. So you may be picking up their symptoms. You may be seeing them in your dreams, hearing their name, their birthday. You want to know what the heck is going on, and it's because you do have this frequency where you're tapping into them because of the admiration, because you care about them. So you could tap into their frequency. It's almost like they're sending out an SOS signal, almost, right? But be very cautious and use your discernment. Sometimes we need to let people learn their karma, learn the lesson on their own. You cannot be babying people all the time, because then you're enabling them to stay stuck. Harsh, but not harsh. Sorry, but not sorry. You get what I'm talking about? Yeah. So their intuition is on point right now. And it's very important for them or you, whoever this may apply to keep your thoughts, your visions aligned with your intentions so your greatest dream could come into some type of reality. Hey, they may also be having a change of heart where they're being more caring or more giving to the people around you. This could even be that they're preparing themselves to be more given to you. So we have inner child. Boom. Didn't I mention that inner child? So they're letting that inner child come out to play. So your person may be single. They may be traveling the world, beginning to push themselves to experience different things in life where they may have shut down or suffocated. This also feels like they're ready to be playful with you. Something in the past may have happened where they went through some emotional turmoil where they had to navigate alone, because I definitely feel like there was some type of friction here where you guys separated, and it changed not only you, but it changed this person's outlook in life. I feel like they're doing things that are more in line or in alignment with this inner child. They have forgotten this inner child. I see two rainbows here, very significant for me, as some type of promise is being fulfilled, or they want to fulfill some type of promise here. They want to fulfill some type of dream or promise that they had for themselves as a child. They're getting back to some childhood issues as well. So they're beginning to sit with themselves. It's almost like they're parenting the child within. Ooh, child, talk about it. So again, I talk about the yellow avitrine in my first video, and it's all about your confidence. It's all about your self-worth, your personal boundaries, feeling no ways to put up those personal boundaries if you know it's going to better your mental state, your emotional state, your spiritual state, and then it goes to the physical, right? So this person may be having a change of heart, letting go of a lot of things that they may have caused this. I feel like your person may have been very moody or very closed off or detached, but it was all a facade. It was a mask, and they're now understanding that this mask is not protecting them anymore. It's hindering not only the connection with you, but the connection with others. This person may have been very misunderstood at times. I feel like this person went through many different struggles, but it was supposed to transform them into their full potential, but they may have been blocking those things off by wearing masks and pretending that they didn't have any type of feelings here. But it's like they've forgiven themselves, and they may come forward, and they may have asked for forgiveness in the past. And I get, for a small group of you, you kind of push them away, even though they said they was sorry or apologize, but you push them away, almost like you felt like this apology was said to shut you up, and you kind of left them to deal with themselves, and that changed this person. This caused some type of conflict or even a miserable or misery phase for this person, but it had to happen so this inner child could heal, so that inner child could heal and be free, be liberated. I do feel like there's a sense of freedom here because of a breakup. So it's almost like you guys had to separate or break up to release yourselves from some type of expectation you had of each other, and it stemmed from the past or the childhood, the past and the child, something like that going on. my words are stumbling. But the separation or the break happened so you could parent yourself, so you could grow individually. And some time may have passed, maybe 5 months, 5 days, 5 weeks, 5 years. Even though you guys may have moved on and experienced other people, you still have some type of connection here where you bounce, you could pick up each other's frequency or the moods. All right. And that's because you guys may have unfinished business. All right. Somebody's doing this soul searching or this ascension alone, despite what you may think, see, or hear about this person. They're doing this on their own. possibly in secret, but they're trying to liberate or free themselves from something that kept them in the dark or clouded, kept their judgment clouded. Oh my. So your person is definitely doing some shadow work here on their emotions. They're trying to figure out what makes them happy. What emotion do they want to live in? You know, they may be experiencing some emotions they never damn felt in their life. Dang. But they're letting some things go ahead, you guys. And they know they have to do it for their growth, for their personal growth, for their personal power to come back into state. All right, so let's see. What else are there? What else is my viewer's person surrendering or surrendering to? Oh, wow. So they have surrendered to prayer. Oh, wow. This is beautiful. So it says, give yourself over completely to prayer. When you pray from your heart, you will be heard throughout the universe, and answers and support will arrive. Oh, wow. So, you know, your person may have been going through a rough patch with you, or maybe this break or this no communication phase spun them in some type of emotional turmoil where they had to surrender to prayer. They prayed about these emotions they were feeling. I mean, it came down on them. Woo! They may have do some purging. They may have cried. They may have a lot of sleepless nights. And in those sleepless nights, they prayed. They prayed about the suffering they was going through. And the answers came to them. This is why we see the rainbows here. They had a revelation, and they started to put themselves in alignment with the things that hindered them from growing up as well. Oh, wow. So they had a major breakthrough. Again, some feathers, a lot of feathers here. So this person is having enlightenments or even ascension here. And it's coming directly from a higher source. Okay. So you notice the colors here with the yellow avertrine. This is the solar plex chakras that's being eliminated here. So this person is building some type of confidence. They may be saying no more. They may be setting some limits with some people in their lives or with themselves too. So it says, surrender your desire to control people. Being over controlling can sabotage relationships. To more effectively achieve your goals, back off, regroup, and give the situation some breathing room. Ooh. Again, I did feel this person was alone doing this. This person may be in isolation. You know, regardless if they're around people, they may tend to isolate what's truly going on within. So even though they have a group of people, they may be living with people, whatever the case may be, they are still working on themselves. Because again, whatever happened between the both of you pushed this person into a dark night of the soul, where they had to go on their knees and pray to the higher sources, to the source, to the divine. This person may have been very controlling where they feel. Again, this person has been going through life without tapping into their third eye. Yes, it's always activated, but they was not acknowledging it. They wasn't taking heed and following the message. They was actually controlling everything from a ego, and that's because they was broken. That's because they was responding in a traumatic way because they have trauma. So now that you have broken free, or you broke this cycle, you successfully closed this shit down, you force them to now see how they sabotaged everything with their controlling demeanor. Whoa. So, you know, they may have backed off, and they had to go and regroup. They had to go into some type of healing. Ooh, my stomach. Do not listen to my stomach. My stomach is just chiming in. So you gave this person, like I felt in the beginning, you let this person deal with themselves. You know what I'm saying? They handed their ass out and you gave it right back to them. All right. And you see the darkness in the back. So this person may have been under a lot of illusions, again, from childhood, growing up in a traumatic way. So they had a lot of traumatic responses that they was projecting on you. This is why you hear people say, don't take it personal. Yet we feel like it's an act of war at times. Because I know I do. I feel very defensive, or I feel like I have to protect myself from people like that. And then I snap into it and I realize, oh, you know what? This person is just acting from a trauma base. This is a traumatic response that they're projecting on me. And that's because they couldn't see in the dark. They were not optimistic. This person probably lost this positive outlook because their judgments are very clouded. Again, something happened to them as a child where they were raised in a very dramatic childhood. A lot of arguments. Things was just on a low frequency when they was growing up. So they grew up projecting that on others because that's just what they know. If they don't know better, they can't do better type of vibe here going on. Again, all this solar plex colors going on here with the yellow avitrine. So they're feeling this energy from within. You probably showed this person a lesson and they had them all in their feelings. They were feeling emotions they never felt in their life. So this is brand new for them. All right. So you disconnecting and getting back to yourself push this person to get back to themselves. So now they may be feeling liberated, coming to the notion that they really cannot control people. They could only control themselves. So they may be shedding, for those that resonates, they may be shedding this outdated beliefs about themselves. This person could have been very egotistical. This could have been a person where one parent was doting on them too much, praising them for mediocrity. And they came at you with this type of attitude on behavior. And I feel for many of you, you was not willing to tolerate that shit anymore because you see it as abuse. You saw it as bad behavior, as disrespect. And if you're anything like me, I don't reward those things with loyalty and love. I reward those types of traits with distance. I give them a lot of rope so they could hang themselves. And this is what happened to this person. They went and they kept going until they sabotaged everything, until they burned the whole foundation down. And, if you had a foundation, a connection with this person, I could definitely sense that it was based off of false identity. This person came in with a mask. And, after a while, you start to see that it's not, you can't win with this person. You can't be at peace with this person. There's no serenity with this person. So somebody had to let go here. And I feel like it's the viewer. And now you're wanting to see where is this person at in their life. They're going through a major transformation. They're dealing with this inner child core issues. All right. They're learning to forgive themselves. They're practicing to be more open. If this person has kids, they could be practicing this compassion with them, this compassionate nature, to be more healing, to be more caring about others, or maybe even more considerate, taking more responsibility, be more accountable for their actions. So they're very aware of their controlling behavior and the effects that it has on the people around them, on the people that they love or want to be loved by. You get what I'm saying? So they may be putting up a lot of personal boundaries with themselves, or they may be learning to respect others' personal boundaries, especially yours, viewer. Let's go on the bottom of the deck and see what's up. Whoa. Surrender, low self-esteem. Again, with the yellows, you guys. The yellows. It says, you deserve success, love, and abundance. Set an intention to identify and release any remnants of low self-esteem. This is what your person is doing. Brought to you by my stomach. So my stomach is actually growling. I didn't eat yet. Just had coffee. So what I'm seeing is they're releasing the remnants of the low self-esteem. They are putting it together that their behavior stem from low self-esteem as a child or an adolescent. Maybe somebody else broke their heart. Maybe their first love. Maybe somebody that looked like you, had the same complexion, the same hair. Something about you triggered them to go back to where they stop being playful, where they stop being innocent, when they stop being in wonder and awe of life, because your energy was bringing that up. It was triggering them about some type of past issue. All right. So you may have had this like happy-go-lucky, very optimistic, very caring, and they didn't have that. Or maybe they did have that in life and somebody abandoned them. Again, abandonment issues could have been abandonment issues could be the poison here as well. So with the solar plex, right, since we have surrender, low self-esteem, again, this person may have feel very powerless, and because they feel very powerless and always need to control things, because they always say people that try to control things does not have control over their own lives. All right. So because of this powerless energy, they had this mask where they tried to manipulate or play all these mind games to seem or to give off the projection like they're controlling things, but they was actually sabotaging things around them. So for a long time, this person had this mask, this tough exterior, thinking that it was protecting them or giving off this image of, this conqueror, this king, this queen, this go-getter. But what they was actually doing was being very deceptive and untrustworthy and building a bad reputation and repelling people away from them. So this person could have missed a lot of great opportunities with you and even in life because of this bad behavior and this false identity. It sabotaged them. All right. And now, they're coming to the enlightenment that they are their own worst enemy. All right. And I feel like they have been praying, they have been purging, they have been crying, they have been staying up at night, they have been letting go, they have been healing, they're practicing this compassionate nature, and it's building this confidence. This person could have been very depressed and you may have not known this, again, because they have so many different personalities to reflect it's like almost like a chameleon. All right. So they're closing that cycle about themselves. They're burning or they're releasing the remnants of this low self-esteem and the poison and the toxins that it brew. All right. So I hope that you enjoy this content. I hope it brought some type of insight, inspiration, or even ideas. If it did, please like, share, and subscribe, comment. You guys, I enjoy that comment. I enjoy your comments. I try to reply. Forgive me if I reply late. I try not to stay on YouTube as much. I do not do reads on the weekends. So if you hear me so quiet, just know that I'm trying to harness my own energy. I'm trying to come from a more neutral energy when I'm coming up on here. And yeah, so if you're interested in a personal read, if you want me to do your personal read, go check out my description box below. All the information is there. And again, chat to you later. Ciao.